Got some angels in heaven that's walking on the clouds. Wonder if you really fuck with me or do you like my style? Don't come around if you gon' leave, I want you for a while. And love is never easy and I know that from my past. Wanna make you happy so I know that we will last.
I don't have an intro yet, so don't do too much. I need to figure out a good lingo for my like intros. But what's good, y'all? What's good? Anyways, as you guys can see by the title, I'm gonna be doing a story time on how somebody left their dad's ashes in our house when he first moved here. So I'm not even gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Anyways, we moved here 2022 of June 7th. Yeah, June 7th. And we were checking the house out, whatever. And when we had just moved in here, fully moved in, and there's a downstairs bathroom. We have a downstairs bathroom, upstairs bathroom. And the downstairs bathroom, there's a closet, whatever, with the mirror on it. So we're checking out the closet, whatever. Next thing you know, we see something on the top shelf. Somebody's ashes are just sitting in there. And we went through the whole process. We had to ask the people, like, hey, did you want your guys' dad's ashes back? And they didn't respond to us. And they said they didn't want it. So we had to contact the police and have them picked up the ashes because we didn't want them in the house. Next thing you know, a whole bunch of weird shit started happening. Sorry, excuse me for my language, but a whole bunch of stuff happened to me and my mom. Me and my mom are believers, right? Me and my mom believe in the spirit, shit, everything. My brother and my stepdad don't. So they haven't had nothing happen to them. But me and my mom do. So something happened to me first. I was in the kitchen, and this was like a couple weeks after, well, like a month or two after we had got rid of the ashes. But I went to the kitchen, and I was about to open the drawer to grab a fork. And the moment I opened the drawer and I went to go reach for a fork, didn't touch anything. I just went to go reach for a fork. As soon as I went to go reach for the fork, the whole thing that holds your forks and knives and shit shifted towards me. Man, let me tell y'all, I got the fuck up through. I didn't touch the drawer or anything. I just ran, like I just got the fuck up out of there, and then the drawer slammed, completely slammed by itself. So I'm starting to panic. A bitch can't breathe. I ran to my stepdad. I'm like, the door just slammed. Like I couldn't fucking breathe. The bitch couldn't even fucking talk. So I'm just like, and I'm like, he's like, what? Because obviously he doesn't believe in that shit. So I ran upstairs to my mom. I ran up to my mom. And I told her about it. She's like, what? Are you like, what? She's like, no. And they could see I was fully panicking about it. Like, a bitch couldn't breathe or nothing. That was my first time having a full-blown panic attack. So I'm freaking out, whatever. Mom was like, nothing got stuck on the drawer thingy? I was like, no. Like, I watched it. Like, I literally seen it in front of my eyes. And I'm just thinking, like, there's nothing that could have touched that. So, yeah, that happened. That was my first experience. And then I'm going to go into my mom's experiences too after mine. And then what was I doing? I was in the bathroom. I was in the downstairs bathroom. I don't remember what I was doing. I was taking a shit or something. I don't know. And next thing you know, I heard somebody talking. Like, it sounded like a grown man. I thought it was Derek out in the kitchen. So after I got to use the bathroom, I like looked around the house or whatever. I looked on the cameras. Nobody was there. And mind you guys, our cameras detect motion. So if somebody was to come downstairs or in the kitchen at all, the cameras would have went off. Just had to say that really quick. But it sounded like my stepdad or my brother. They both have very deep voices. Like, I heard somebody say like hello or something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but I heard the voice. And then second time I went to the bathroom, I heard somebody coughing out there. Loud and fucking clearly. So I don't even like talking about this shit because every time you talk about something like this, usually like it brings the energy more bigger. But yeah, I heard somebody coughing and I was like, nope. I checked the cameras, everything. I did it again, looked out there, nobody's out there. So I texted my mom, I was like, was Derek or anybody just out here? She's like, no. Yeah. So I also, when I was younger, when we lived at my old house down in my hometown, my mom was using this fake spirit app. Well, it wasn't fake, but it was like a spirit app on your phone or whatever. And I was at my friend's house. And hold on, y'all. Guys, I was at my friend's house at the time, and my mom had texted me, and she was like, this app just said your name. This app just said your name. And it said my full-blown name. Only person that ever called me by my full-blown name was my grandma or my mom when I'm in trouble or something like that. I don't like people call me by my full name, Isabella. Like, I prefer Bella. And it said Isabella. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's weird. So I get back home, and like they're telling me about it, whatever. And I don't know, it's just weird. But I'm not no pussy ass bitch. Like, I'm pussy sometimes, but like, I'm gonna be pussy in the moment, but then afterwards I'm like, what the fuck is good? But anyways, now I'm moving on to my mom's experiences. She had a lot. Like, my mom has seen stuff growing up. Like, they used to live in a haunted ass house. Like, no funny shit, no weird shit, nothing. They used to live, when she was living with her dad, her dad passed away. Okay, my grandpa. He passed away before I was even born. But I don't know if he's coming in here or not. But he passed away before I was born. And at their old house, they still lived in a big ass house. It was like she experienced a whole bunch of stuff. When she's had experiences here, she's had people, like, she's heard things like me and my brother talking, and it wasn't us there. We wasn't even there. When Christmas time, this just happened around Christmas. She was sitting down in the living room by herself watching something, and she's like clear view of the dining room, and our tree's like right in the middle of the dining room, like, but pushed back against the window type stuff. And she says the ornament just starts swinging, and then flies the fuck off. Like, what the fuck? So she told me that. She called me. Well, I called her because she was texting me about it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was like, you're joking, right? Nope. So that happened. And mind you, my mom don't, like, she ain't going to just say something like that. Like, if it didn't happen. Then she showed us the ornament and where it laid after it flew off. Yeah, I've just had a whole bunch of weird experiences and stuff. So that happened to her. And then at our old house, I was getting ready to come downstairs. No. My mom was in the kitchen doing something, cooking something. And she heard me call out for her, say, Mom, like how I usually say it. And she goes and looks around. She doesn't see me. So she starts calling my name. And I come down. Eventually, I come out of my room and come downstairs. She heard the door, but she's like, what the fuck? She realized it was me. So I come downstairs and, sorry, I had a brain fart. But I come downstairs and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I just heard you call my name. Did you call my name? Did you say anything to me? I was like, no, I've been in my room this whole time. And we're just in there like, what the fuck? She's also heard Antoine say something to her, and it wasn't him. She's seen Antoine in the kitchen before, and then she like looked back or whatever and looked forward, and he wasn't there, and he would be actually upstairs in his room. Like, it's getting a shapeshifter. But yeah, I've had a lot of experiences in my life, but not that many as my mom said. So, but yeah, that's about it for this story time. Let me know if you guys want to like update or anything. And I'm going to go downstairs and show you guys what the house looks like, so you guys can get like a layout of like, oh, where this happened and that happened. This is the layout of our house. There's my room. Don't mind these green floors. Like, so here's our living room, right? So she was sitting on that couch, and our Christmas tree was right there. So she's seen that right there. And then here's the kitchen. Don't mind everything, but that's the drawer I opened. Look. This is a drawer I opened. Nothing was touching it. I went to go grab a fork, and this whole thing just shifted towards me. Like, it shifted completely. And then this slammed. Yeah. So that happened, and yeah, that's the end of my story. Anyways. It sounds like somebody's running upstairs. And the dogs are down here. Oh, dogs. Who is it? Anyways, whatever I got to that. But who is it? Who is it? Who's that? Oh, it's okay, puppy. Anyways, yeah, so that happened. Mind you guys, both my dogs were downstairs and one cat was downstairs. We have 2 cats and 2 dogs. And both of the cats aren't playing. I thought they were playing, but both of them weren't playing because one of them was downstairs and the other one was upstairs chilling. By the time I got done with the video, I went back upstairs. That happened, and yeah. But that's the end of this video. I'm gonna get off here. Yeah, stay positive, stay lit.
Make it so that we don't have to suffer, but every day we losing someone one after the other. Smiles every day until I cry at night. Got some shit that I don't speak about cause I don't think it's right. Trying to push it.